Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute. It's been a while. It's been a long time. But a girl has been studying and getting, acclimatized into Germany and basically just, getting to know about Germany and everything. So it has actually been very overwhelming, and that's why I've actually not put out any video in a while. It's actually been a while. But plus I was also trying to decide what this channel is going to be about. But I see that I've gotten a bit of a motivation to make more videos and talk about Germany, and even get in depth, like go in depthly into my German procedure. And that's, if it could help you, I would love that. Or if you just want to sit down and look at my video, that would be great too. So yeah, I'm going to try to be making more videos going forward, talking about Germany, my experience here, and maybe also giving helpful tips that could help you. Some that have been said before, some that I have experienced myself, and yeah, that's just the basic gist. So yeah, let's get into the video. So hi again. Um, so in this particular video, I actually was motivated to make this video because I for me I just hit like a milestone in Germany, and that is getting my work permit. I know that maybe people don't see it as a milestone, but for me it is, because we all know how the bureaucracy is here. So it can be really, really, it can be a lot. But yeah, I'm just gonna talk about my process and how long I waited to get a response. And yeah, okay. So my German work permit. In fact, I have to, it's a whole long list. When I came into Germany, I had to look for a place to stay, and currently this is my room, and offered to me by my lovely landlady who put up the room for you know for vacancy, which will actually come in another video talking about where you could get accommodation in Germany. So yeah, and yeah, I got a space and I just got right into school, attending classes, dealing with the whole integration process here. I don't know any German. I don't really know a lot of German yet, and I think that that's like the main, that's like the yardstick to say, oh yes, I don't already acclimatize into this, country. But baby steps, baby steps. So I got my accommodation, and I went ahead to register my housing in at the Oslambo. My German is bad, but the citizens office. And this particular appointment, it was really hard to find, but I booked for an appointment from Nigeria before coming to Germany, and there was some space. So before I could even find that space, I kept refreshing because it was actually fully booked. But the little vacancy that I saw, I picked it up and then I applied for it. Then I started off with school. School has been a lot, but honestly, I have been enjoying my process so far. I've been enjoying my course. I've been enjoying, I think, the lifestyle is cool. It's not so bad. It's just there, but I really like it. It's like, adulting. So yes, so after, because for me it was like a whole step-by-step process to, fully settle into Germany. And I first got my accommodation, like I said, started attending my classes to build up with my schoolwork and my presentations and my assessments and all that. And then I moved on to the next step for me after getting my accommodation and attending classes to some point was to actually now find a job. And in order to find a job in Germany, you have to have the work permit. But I got to realize that actually, as Nigerians, our student visa, yes, you always hear, oh, your student visa allows you to work, but your student visa comes with a work permit. So it's stated somewhere in your visa. So I'll put it up in the video somewhere. That's just shows the write up, and then you can search on what the particular law states. But it states that you could work 120 half days and 240 full days as a student. But I got to understand that some employers would employ you until you actually have the work permit given from the foreigners office. So I applied for my work permit, more like the residence permit, and I got a date. It took me about 2 months to get a date. I applied in November, on November 3rd, and they responded back to me that they had gotten my document, but it would take them about it would take between 2 weeks to 8 weeks to get a response and to get a date. So I waited, and since it was November, December, I applied early November, so November I was still trying to get into school, so I just left it. December was continued school and then holidays, so I left it still. When I got back from the holidays in January, I reached out to them again, asking that, or telling them that, the 8 weeks had elapsed, and what's up. So they actually responded back to me some days later and gave me an appointment, and then I went for my appointment. So I was to bring a couple documents like my passport, my residence information, and cash. So at the time I paid for my residence permit, it was 105 euros 70 cents. And I know it's always changing, so at the time you probably might be watching this video, it might be different. And mind you, I'm an international student in Munich, so I think it also varies between cities. So yeah, and then I was okay after the appointment. I then was called to book another appointment for a security review, which I actually attended some days ago. Apparently the security review was actually strange to some of my friends and my sister. And this also goes to show that it varies in different cities and different persons. So going for the security review, I got to find out that it was just to ask you basic security questions: your name, email address, where you're from, and if you know or are affiliated with any what do you call it, terrorist group. So coming from Nigeria and being aware of the Boko Haram, it was just quite funny. But yeah, it was a straightforward documentation, and you're just meant to, there's not anything hard, just say what you know and sign, and make sure that whatever you say is the truth and nothing but the truth, because whatever is signed is legally binding. So these people don't joke with data, they don't joke with what you write. As far as you've appended your signature, it is legally binding. They don't joke with their contract at all. And so yeah, and so on the day actually that I went for my residence permit appointment, I was then directed to go pick up my work permit, which they gave on the spot. It didn't even take up to, it was like 5 minutes before, and they just gave that to me. So yeah, we're just in the waiting mode process. And yeah, this is just like the breakdown of how my residence permit appointment went, and just like brief gist about my stay in Germany so far. So I'm just making this video because I'm coming back from school. I just came back from school. Currently we're in exam period, and yeah, honestly, the Lord is helping your girl. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. And if you have any more questions concerning my experience so far, and just general questions. I'm not an immigration person. I'm not licensed in any way. This is just my experience, and I just thought to share with you. So I hope you can learn from me. Ask your questions. If I can answer, I will. If I can't answer, I'll direct you to somebody that I know that will, more like the authorities that handle these issues. And I hope to see you in my next video. Take care. See you. Bye. Yeah.